Today, the third lesson in Unit 1, I will do it. A biographical story written by Mrs. Sudhamurthy, wife of Sri N.R. Narayanamurthy Garu. N.R. Narayanamurthy Garu is a world famous personality because he is one of the founders of the MNC. MNC is a multinational company by name Infosys. Infosys, a software company. After getting through 10th standard, some take BPC group, some take MPC group, some take MEC, CEC, and according to their wish. Those who take MPC group mostly opt for engineering studies. And in engineering studies also, most of the engineering students tend to take information technology or computer science and engineering, because there is a lot of scope for development if they take information technology or computer science in engineering. And Infosys is an MNC, multinational company. Infosys is established all over the world. And founder chairman was Sri N.R. Narayanamurthy Garu. Nagavarapu Ramarao Narayanamurthy Garu. And what is the difference between an autobiography and a biography? Autobiography is the life story written by the person himself. Autobiography is the life story written by the person himself. He writes his own life story. Biography is the life story of a person written by the other person. Here, Srimati Sudhamurthy Garu is the better half wife of N.R. Narayanamurthy Garu, and she writes about N.R. Narayanamurthy Garu, an inspiring story. He was sharp. Sharp means he had got lot of smartness in of mind. He was the brightest boy in his class. His seniors used to ask him to solve their difficulties in science. Even when he was in school or college, his seniors would consult him regarding their doubts in physics and mathematics. He could have gone unnoticed in a crowd. In a crowd, a short boy, he was gone unnoticed. Nobody noticed him as a small boy in a crowd. But once you asked him a question related to physics and maths, there was a spark in his eyes. If somebody asked him a question related to physics and maths, you will see a spark in his eyes. He could grasp theories of science faster than the speed of light. Theories of science and physics, he could grasp means he could understand. Grasp means understand with the speed of light. Immediately he could understand the principle. Immediately he could give an explanation to his seniors. He came from a poor but educated family. Narayanamurthy Garu came from a poor family, but his family was an educated family. His father was a high school teacher. And an avid reader of English literature. He was very fond of reading English literature. His father, Narayanamurthy Garu's father, was very fond of reading English literature. He, like all the boys in his class, was trying to get admission into some engineering college. Like all other boys in the class, he was trying to get admission into engineering college. The brighter ones wanted to study in the Indian Institutes of Technology, that is the IITs. There was an entrance test for IIT. This boy, along with his friends, applied to appear for the test. There was, just like now, there was an entrance test for the IIT exam, but there were no special coaching centers. There was no special material available for IIT entrance. Like all other brilliant students, this boy also wanted to study in an IIT. They did not have any special books or coaching centers. All these IIT aspirants would sit below the shade of a stone mandap. Stone mandap means a stone structure close to Chamundi Hills in the sleepy town of Mysore. And the stone mandap under which these boys were sitting for studying was close to Chamundi Hills in the sleepy town of Mysore. Sleepy town does not mean that people in Mysore are sleepy or people in Mysore are always sleeping. Sleepy town means a very peaceful town of Mysore where there is no violence at all. People are peace lovers. They love peace. He was a guide for the others. While the others struggled to solve the problems in the question paper, he would smile shyly and solve them in no time. While other students, be it juniors or seniors or the classmates, were struggling to solve the problems in the question paper, N.R. Narayanamurthy garu, looking at the question, he would smile shyly and immediately he would solve the problem. He sat alone below a tree and dreamt of studying at IIT. It was the ultimate aim for any bright boy at that age, as it still is today. He was then only 16 years old. At the time, he was 16 years old. The D-Day came, an important word. D-Day. D-Day is the day on which an important event is going to take place. D-Day is the day on which an important event is going to take place. The D-Day came, he came to Bangalore, stayed with some relatives and appeared for the entrance test. What entrance test? IIT entrance test. He did very well, but would only say okay when asked. He did the entrance test very well, but when somebody asked him, how did you write the exam? He would simply say, okay, because simplicity was his philosophy. It was the opposite when it came to food. When he said okay, it implied bad. When it comes to food, he was a food lover. When it comes to food, when he said the food is okay, it implied bad, means the meaning is the food was bad. When he said good, it implied okay. When he said the food was good, the meaning was okay. When he said excellent, it implied good. When he said the food was excellent, the meaning was it was good. His principle was never to hurt anyone. N.R. Narayanamurthy garu's principle was never to hurt anyone. He never hurt anyone in his life, and since the beginning, it was his principle. The IIT entrance results came. He had passed with a high rank. N.R. Narayanamurthy garu passed with a high rank in the IIT entrance. What a delight for any student. Delight is happiness. What a great delight for any student getting a high rank in IIT entrance. Delight means happiness. Delight means happiness because he got a great rank. He was thrilled. He went to his father, who was reading a newspaper. He went to his father to convey the message of the results of IIT entrance and convey the result. Anna, I have passed the exam. Probably in Kannada, Anna means father, daddy, appa. Nanagaru, Anna, I passed the test. I passed the exam. Well done, my boy. Father's reply was, well done, my boy. I want to join IIT. Enna Narayanamurthy garu told his father, I want to join IIT. His father stopped reading the paper. His father stopped reading the English newspaper. He lifted his head, looked at the boy and said with a heavy voice, with a heavy voice means with a sad voice, and expressing his inability to make his son join the IIT. My son, you are a bright boy. You know our financial position. I have 5 daughters to be married off and 3 sons to educate. My son, I know you are a bright boy. You also know about our financial position. I have 5 daughters to be married off and 3 sons to educate. I am a salaried person. I get salary every month. I am a salaried person. I am not a businessman. I am not a rich man. I cannot afford your expenses at IIT. Afford means be able to pay for. Afford means be able to pay for. Afford, AFFORD, means be able to pay for. I can't pay for your expenses, sir, at the IIT. You can stay in Mysore and study as much as you want. You can stay in Mysore itself and study as much as you want. Indeed, it was a difficult situation for any father to say no to his bride's son. Indeed means, in fact, it was a difficult situation for any father to say no to his bride's son. His son got a very high rank in IIT entrance. His son very badly wanted to join the IIT and study in IIT. But father's financial position did not allow him to join his son in an IIT. It was a difficult situation for any father. But circumstances were like that. It was common then for the man to be the single earning member with a large family dependent on. In those days, it was a common experience that there was only in a family, there was only a single earning member and a large family that depends on him. His father was sad that he had to tell the bitter truth to his son, but it could not be helped. The boy had to understand the reality. What was the reality? His father was only a high school teacher, a salaried person, not at all rich. He had 5 daughters to be married off, 3 sons to educate, so his father could not afford to join his son in an IIT. That was the reality. He had to understand the reality, so he was convinced. Narayanamurthy garu, the young genius, was convinced that he could never study in an IIT. The teenager was disappointed. It seemed dreams had burned to ashes. A good idiomatic phrase, burnt to ashes. Who is the teenager here? N.R. Narayanamurthy garu. He was after all 16 years old, and his desire was burnt to ashes. He was so near to fulfilling his fondest hope, yet so far his heart sank in sorrow. Sunk. His heart sank in sorrow. He was depressed, but he never complained anything against his father or his family members.